This is Masvita Mara area at the Media Center down here in Phoenix, Arizona, as the teams prepare for Sunday's big Super Bowl matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. The teams today had their last practice in terms of public practice, and it was all both teams had full participation from the players. There were no injuries. And so what happens now is the players get a day off and with their family. So not a complete day off, but they get some time off. So family flies down and they spend a little bit of time with their family. And then they'll teams will get together again on Saturday to get ready again for, as I said, Sunday. So it's a festive atmosphere here, but the players are now getting down to business. For the CascadiaSports.net Super Bowl report, for Rainier Avenue Radio World, I'm Masvita Mara Ere.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our community.
Thank you for your support.
Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio World. It's me, Tony B, and this is the Boys Championship for the Metro League title.
Starting with the non-starters.
Eastside Catholic Crusaders and the Rainier Beach Vikings. And the announcement of the starting lineups now. Jeremiah Wiltshire announced as the starter. Jeremiah White announced as the starter. Number 12, Raheem Robideau, a starter. And a freshman, Patrice Mpoli, exciting young freshman. Jamel Duncan starting this game for the Rainier Beach Vikings, and Mario Clark getting this start. Okay, maybe that wasn't the starting five. Maybe that was just the announcement of the team. This is the announcement of the starters. That was the announcement of the entire team. And Caden Powers announced as a starter for the Rainier Beach Vikings. Victor Raymond, 6'9", center forward for the Vikings, announced as a starter. And King Larry Sims starting for the Rainier Beach Vikings.
He's the 2022 All-Metro Defensive Player of the Year. Number 13,
Ryan Mpoli announced as the Defensive Player of the Year, and also first team for the Boys Mountain Division, Miles Gursky. And that is the starting five for the Rainier Beach Vikings.
And head coach is the Seattle legend, current most winningest coach in Washington with 8 state titles, Coach Mike Bethea.
And head coach, of course, Mike Bethea, 8 state titles. And the story behind the Rainier Beach Vikings, I'll share that with you about that in a little bit. Right now, the non-starters for the Eastside Catholic Crusaders. Number 2, Tate Dawson. Number 10, Alejandro Amaral. Sophomore, Alex Elston. Again, it's the non-starters for the Eastside Catholic Crusaders. Dash Lamble Ingram, number 21. And the freshman, Yabi Aklog. He'll get some time.
Another freshman, number 45, Cody Green.
And loaded up, number 45, Cody Green.
Luke Johnson. And now the starting lineup for the Crusaders.
And now the starting lineups.
Number 33, Nate Crone. Another junior.
33,
4,
Nate Crone. Number 4, Caden Green.
Junior. Number 5, Ishe Kanakawe.
And Ishe Kanakamwe, starter. He's a shooter.
Senior, number 22, Caden Lamble Ingram.
And the guy who sets up the offense, Caden Lamble Ingram,
The 2022 second team All-Metro selection.
and second team All-Metro selection, 2023 first team All-Metro selection, Jacob Kofi.
Coaches for Eastside Catholic, Troy Chambers, Cody White, Martina Mason, Abebe,
That's your starting lineup
Marlon Bailey,
for the
and
Eastside Catholic Crusaders. These teams met earlier. Garfield won the game that we broadcast, and talk about styles make fights. Rainier Beach loses to 30 to Garfield. Look like they don't have, well, frankly, didn't look like they had the ability to hang with the Garfield Bulldogs. Come back later, play a much closer game. Eastside Catholic loses to Rainier Beach, but then beats the undefeated Garfield Bulldogs. And so here we have it in the Metro League Finals in this tight Metro League. Rainier Beach Vikings, Eastside Catholic, and now time for the national anthem.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise as high as the listening skies. Let it resound as loud as the rolling seas. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
And lift every voice and lift every voice and sing. Wonderful rendition. And so I was talking about the Rainier Beach Vikings. We had them on shortly after the holidays. They had been stranded. They were a victim of the Southwest debacle, Southwest Airlines. And they were stranded for a week in Las Vegas. Couldn't practice. Team was 4-4 at that time. Came back. First game they played Garfield and lost by 30. They said that this experience bonded them, brought them together, and here they are in the championship. And the tip goes to Eastside Catholic. Ishe Conway with the ball at the top of the key. Feed over to Crone. And an easy bucket to get this thing started off by Kofi, and Eastside Catholic up 2-0. In the last game that we played, immediately when Kofi got the ball, he was double-teamed, even triple-teamed to get the ball out of his hands, but gets an easy bucket there. Victor Remion on top. Ball over to Gursky on the right side, defended by Connor Conway. Poli at the top for a three, bounces off the front of the rim, doesn't go. Kofi with the rebound now. Ball in the front court, Connor Conway. Over to Crone, inside to Kofi, and Kofi with the left hand misses a shot, gets his own tip, and Kofi off to a quick start here. Couple rebounds and 4 points, and we're only 1 minute into the game. And Poli with the ball, gets to Gursky down low. Gursky kicks it out to the left side, three-pointer doesn't go, rebound bounces out, tipped by King Larry Sims. Back on top to Gursky, and Gursky will reset the offense, screened by Sims. Gursky inside the free throw area. The shot pulled up from the right side. That one's in and out from Caden Powers. Rebound. Ball free on the floor, picked up by Rainier Beach. Raymond has it. Nice little inside runner, doesn't go. Another rebound for Kofi inside. Ishe Kanakome with the ball now coming up, defended by Gursky across the half-court line. And again, a pass down low, and Kofi, aggressive inside, immediately goes to the hoop, gets fouled. Foul on Larry Sims. And Kofi will go to the line. Eastside Catholic up 4-0 with 6:06 here to go in the first quarter, and it's been all Jacob Kofi. First team, all Metro, Jacob Kofi. Again, like I mentioned in the last game, they didn't give Kofi a chance to breathe. They were in his shirt. First free throw by Kofi is good. That's going to give him 5 points. Double teamed, and if that wasn't enough, he'd be triple teamed. Well, they went back, and Kofi making decisions with the ball a lot quicker. 5 points now on this free throw. 6 for Jacob Kofi. All 6 of the Eastside Catholic points quickly in the front court. Miles Gursky, defended by Connor Conway, and Poley with the ball. Down low to Gursky, kicks it back out on top. Victor Raymond with an outside shot. In, out, back out. Ball on the floor. Players on the floor. Raymond ends up with it to Empoli, and Empoli tries to drop it low. Ball is taken away by Jacob Kofi. Lane Bull Ingram in the front court, gives it to Kofi. Back on top to Ishe Kanakamwe. Nate Crone with it. Lane Bull Ingram draws on the right side, kicks it out to Kofi for a 15-footer from the right side. Doesn't go. Victor Raymond with the rebound, double teamed in backcourt, gets it out to Gursky, and quickly up to the front court, and a bucket. Lyre Ballard with the bucket. And Beach is on the scoreboard, almost 3 minutes without a point. Kunakomwe with the tough shot from the right side, doesn't go. Ball is saved in bounds. Gursky into the front court. Gursky to the right side, and Poley with it. Gives it back to Gursky. Gursky with the deep three. Gursky with the deep three. Buries the three ball. 6-5 now. Beach, 4:40 here to go. Beach down by 1. 4:42 here to go. Kofi drives on the right side. Shot doesn't go. Crone tips the rebound to himself. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Eastside Catholic ball. Back and forth here, action here early. 4:36 to go. Eastside Catholic up 65. Deep three by Lane Bull. Ingram. Caden from the right side. 3 ball. Good. 9-5 now. Eastside Catholic in front. Gursky in the front court. Gursky with another deep three. Gursky. Showtime, baby. Game time. Gursky with another 3. Pulls Beach back within 1 and 9-8. Konakomwe in the front court, defended by Empoli. Konakomwe with the deep 3. Konakomwe's 3 bounces off. Beach with the rebound. Gursky gets the ball. 4-on-3. Goes in the front court. A nice pass on. Catches Empoli. Go under the hoop for a layup. Beach on top now. 10-9. Beach in the back court, and foul on Empoli. Full court pressure there. Empoli reaches in. That'll be Empoli's first foul. Second foul on the Rainier Beach Vikings, and we will have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take it to Mr. Daniel Bellis and give you an update on, well, what's been happening during the Metro League playoffs.
Playoffs? Are you talking about playoffs? Well,
these here playoffs that resulted in the championship game.
Well, if you look at the bracket and right there, you can see that there were a couple of upsets there in the semifinals. and those being happening right there causing this game. But that creates tomorrow's Sea King districts, which start tomorrow, and those first round games are going to be going on with O'Day hosting Nathan Hale, Seattle Prep hosting Lakeside, Liberty hosting Bishop Blanchette, West Seattle hosting Mercer Island.
Back to live action here. Connor Conway in the front court. Beach up 10-9 now, defended by Empoli out at the top. Conway picks up the dribble over to Crone. Crone outside three-point line, gets it down low to Kofi. Kofi turns, fires, turnaround jumper from 12 feet from the right side, all net. Jacob Kofi with 8 points now in the first quarter of the 11 that Beach has. Empoli with an inside pass. Might be called for traveling. Nice little pass there, but took a couple mini steps. And Beach with a little backcourt pressure, just a taste of backcourt pressure to take a few seconds off the clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock now. Crone with the ball, defended by Gursky. Lambo Ingram drives, pulls up from 15. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Gursky. Loses it, picks it up. In the front court to Caden Powers. Ryan Empoli drives to the hoop with the left hand, doesn't go. Lambo Ingram with the rebound. Kofi in front, back to Lambo Ingram. Lambo Ingram shot is blocked, gets it back. Out to Kofi now on top. Shot put up, doesn't go. Empoli with the rebound. Pass too far for Naire Ballard. And with 2:35, the Eastside Catholic Crusaders will get the ball back with the 1 point lead. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World. If you like what you're hearing, we bring these games to you for free. Give us a donation at Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. That's Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. Pass stolen away, stripped. Conway, and Empoli gets it, goes up for the shot. Little dipsy-do, shot doesn't go, but he'll be fouled and will go to the line. Beach will have a chance to tie this game up or go ahead. Again, we enjoy bringing you these games. So if you want to make a donation, $5, $10, $20, $100, $2,000, Juan Cotto said, let's get down. Let's do it big, you dig? Any amount you can give us will be fine and greatly appreciated, and you will see the uses of those dollars in our community. Over 80 programs produced or hosted by members of our community. We don't charge for them. Both shots are converted by Empoli. Beach back on top by 1. Deep three doesn't go. Rebound hits the floor. Gursky gets it. Gursky thinks about a deep three, doesn't take it. They swing the ball over to the left side. Ryan Empoli with it. Ryan Empoli backs, turns. Can't decide whether he wants to shoot it or pass it. Ends up turning the ball over. Quickly into the front court. Eastside Catholic shot doesn't go. And Kofi tips it up. Doesn't go. Tips it up again. And Kofi now with 10 points here in the first quarter for Eastside Catholic. Back up by 1. 1:32 left to go. Gursky drives. Stops. Throws the ball away. Another turnover for Beach. In the front court shot. Doesn't go. And Jacob Kofi with the follow-up tip jam. Kofi is going bananas here in the first quarter. Another turnover by Rainier Beach. Shot up with the left hand. Doesn't go. Couple turnovers by Beach. And Crone to the line now for Eastside Catholic. Eastside Catholic up by 3, 15-12. 1:12 here to go in the first quarter. Jacob Kofi with 12 points of the 15. That shot goes in and out. And Kofi, the first team Metro League player, showing you why here in this championship game. Into the game for Rainier Beach, Mario Clark and Joaquin Robidoux. Crone's next shot. That one rolls around and goes in. Eastside Catholic up by 4 now. Gursky in the front court. Ball to Ballard. Mario Clark drives inside, puts it up with the left hand, doesn't go. Off the backboard. Quickly down the other way. Lane Ingram drives, shot doesn't go. Gursky with it now after the rebound by Rubidoux. Gursky takes it in, pulls it back out. 23 seconds left on the shot clock, 36 seconds on the game clock. Powers with it, back out on top to Gursky. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Gursky on the right side. Nice pass from Mario Clark to Miles Gursky, give and go. Gursky goes up for the shot. Shot doesn't fall, but Gursky was fouled, and that'll send Gursky to the line for Beach with 22 seconds left here to go in the first quarter. Eastside Catholic up by 4, 16-12. This, the Metro League Championship game. Rainier Beach and Eastside Catholic. I know a lot of you might have thought Garfield O'Day, but no, upsets in the semifinals, if you want to call that an upset in the Metro League. It's a Metro League game. Anybody can win. Undefeated Garfield went down to Eastside Catholic. Rainier Beach, coached by Mike Buffet. You can never count them out. Coming back from adversity and ending up here in the championship game of the Metro League. Gursky's second shot goes as well to make it 16-14. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Eastside Catholic with the ball. First quarter has Jacob Kofi's name all over it. They're going to go to him here in the final seconds. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Crone with it. Crone behind his back. Gets it in the hands of Kofi. Kofi drives on the right side. Deep pass out for a deep shot to Lambo Ingram. That one goes out. 0.3 seconds on the shot clock for Rainier Beach. Into the game now. Couple players for Rainier Beach or Eastside Catholic. And Yabi Yakla comes into the game for the 0.3 seconds. And at the end of the first quarter, the Rainier Beach Vikings end losing by 2 points. And we're going to go to Mr. Bellis. Mr. Bellis, do we have some audio that we can play from the interview the Vikings did with us?
Fast forward, we was all supposed to come home on Friday morning at 5 in the morning. And the weather in Seattle had an effect on everyone, I guess, nationwide.
Icy Friday.
And so what they basically told us that SeaTac was closed down. So, I told the boys we need to be up at 2:30 ready to go, 2:30 a.m. ready to go, so we get on our flight. But I get a call or get a text from Southwest saying that our flight had been canceled.
The new 30 flight.
No, the 5 a.m.
The 5 a.m. flight.
Yeah, we were up at 2:30
Okay.
on our way to the airport.
Okay.
Me thinking that canceling means they're going to reschedule us. But what Southwest basically did was told us that we were on our own.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Patrice Mpoli, the freshman in the game now for the Rainier Beach Vikings. Ray Ballard with the ball on top. Sims with the ball down low. Sims spins, almost falls down, gets knocked down. They're going to call traveling. And that was Mario Clark. So Yabi Aklog stays in for more than that 0.3 seconds as Jason Kobe comes back in. Full court pressure by Beach again. Just enough to say I'm here. Alex Elston with the ball out on top. Alex Elston drives, turns in the key, ball on top and into the hoop is Tate Dawson. Shot goes up and in by Alex Elston. Nice little inside move there by Elston. And Patrice Mpoli almost gets the ball knocked away, but Alex Elston will be called for the reach.
Foul is on Elston, his first. Out of bounds.
And that will be out of bounds Vikings. Patrice Empoli inbounds the ball to Mario Clark. Clark to Gursky. Pass is stolen away. Jacob Kofi with it. Jacob Kofi drives, jams it home, count the bucket, and a foul called. Jacob Kofi will go to the line for an opportunity for the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Kofi at the line, shooting one.
And Eastside Catholic with their biggest lead of the game now with 6:56 here to go in first half. First shot is good, or the only shot is good. 21-14 lead now for Eastside Catholic. And quickly down the other way, Patrice Empoli hangs in the air, makes a shot. To pull Beach back up within 5. Elston with the ball on top, defended by Gursky. Full pressure now, Robideau. Kofi fires from the right side, turns on Robideau. Ice water in the veins. Kofi is on fire with ice water in the veins. Is that a entendre, a double entendre? Robideau pulls up. Robideau drains a shot from the left elbow. 25-18 now. It's 25-16 as temporarily that 11-point lead is cut back to 9. Elston in the front court. Elston drives. Elston all the way to the hoop for the layup. Alex Elston with the bucket, and we're going to get a foul call. Nope, it'll be a turnover on Beach.
Last foul was on Gursky.
And that will be an offensive foul called on Miles Gursky. 5:55
Coming back into the game for Eastside Catholic.
here left to go in the first half. Elston with the ball in the front court. Over to Crone outside the three-point line. Attempt to get the pass inside to Kofi. Crone's got it now, wheeling outside the three-point line. Back to Kofi with 14 seconds on the shot clock. Kofi pulls up for three. That one doesn't go. Heat check for Kofi. How hot am I? And a foul called in the back court by Lambo Ingram.
Blocking foul. His first. Out of bounds, Rainier Beach.
So now the scoreboard has been fixed to show the correct score. Patrice Empoli in the front court, defended by Elson. Ball is taken away by Lambo Ingram. Stepped on the baseline, though, and so that'll go back to the Rainier Beach Vikings, down 5 with 5:17 here to go. The score is correctly reflected on the scoreboard now. 23 Eastside Catholic, 18 Rainier Beach Vikings. Robideau in the front court, over to Patrice Empoli. Ryan Empoli, actually. Gursky spins into the lane. Little shot. Turnaround doesn't go. Rebounded by Kofi. Kofi behind the back in front court. Kofi double team, gets it off to Crone. Crone outside the three-point line. Back out to Kofi at the top, almost at the half-court line. Ball is bobbled. It's on the floor. Beach has it. And we're going to have a traveling call as Ryan Empoli did get the ball but rolled over, and so that'll be a traveling violation. And that'll get the ball back to Eastside Catholic. Welcome to Metro League Championship basketball right here on Rainier Avenue Radio .world. It's me, Tony B. Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 4:43 here to go. The Rainier Beach Vikings, 18. Eastside Catholic Crusaders in front by 5 with 23. And we're going to go to Mr. Daniel Bellis.
Yes, so taking a look at next week's Sea King District 2 championship. You got a couple of teams in play here, and that includes these two teams, which will both get first-round byes. The winner of this game will host West Seattle versus Mercer Island, and the loser will host O'Day versus Nathan Hale.
All right, and that's going to be a tough bracket if you got to, for your first game, potentially face O'Day.
Yeah, so you don't want to lose.
Week.
You don't want to lose. Otherwise, you might face O'Day.
Patrice and Poli is in the front court. Drives and kind of being ridden a little bit there. That's going to be a foul on Nate Crone, his second. And Ryan Poli tries to find his way into the key, is repelled. Patrice Poli dives in past to Mario Clark. Ball is knocked away by Crone. And Crone on defense. Shot doesn't go. Tip by Kofi doesn't go. Gursky tips it. He gets the ball out, and it's knocked out of bounds. We'll have a kick ball, but it'll be Rainier Beach basketball. Kofi went up for the slam, the tip slam, didn't get it. Ball bounced high off the rim. Gursky tipped it to himself, and defended tightly. Ball was kicked out of bounds, and Rainier Beach will retain possession. And looks like we are going to have a timeout. Again, you're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. It's me, Tony B. What was the score, Mr. Bellis, in that girls' game earlier where Garfield captured the Metro League championship?
That would be 53-47.
A good game, too. Some excellent play in that game. Couple players who we thought would show out, showed out.
And as you can see there, Garfield and Lakeside both get first-round byes for being in that championship game. Garfield will host the winner of Holy Names versus Hazen tomorrow. That occurs tomorrow. And Lakeside will host Seattle Prep versus Ballard. Both of their games will be on the 14th, though, so they get to rest for a little bit. Same with the boys here. Both of these opponents get to rest until the 14th.
All right, getting ready here for live action again. Beach with the ball down 5, 4:09 here to go in the first half.
Number 11, Alex Elston, for his second personal.
Beach tries to get the ball in, knocked away. Beach gets it back. Patrice Poli, freshman, over to Miles Gursky, the senior, first team All-Metro, Miles Gursky. And Robidoux with the shot that bounces off the rim, doesn't go, rebounded by Poli, back out to Gursky. Gursky on the right side, comes into the middle of the floor between the half-court line and three-point line. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Ball to Patrice Poli. Back to Gursky for another deep three. Gursky buries another deep three. Metro first team, Miles Gursky. To pull Beach within 2 now, 23-21. 3:22 here left to go in the first half. Caden Label Ingram. This is off the ball, looking for Kofi down low. Not ready for the pass. And Ryan Poli drives off the glass over Kofi. We are tied up at 23-23 here in the first half. Connor Conway with the ball across the half-court line. Crone still out there at the three-point line. Gets it down low to Kofi. Kofi down low. Shot doesn't go. Defended by Poli. Kofi down on the floor, quickly into the front court. Gursky pulls up for another deep three. That one doesn't go. Rebounded by Ryan Poli. Puts the ball on the floor and loses it. Crone gets it. Crone now quickly up to the front court. Crone at the three-point line. That pass is stolen away by Miles Gursky. Gursky down low. The dunk attempt by Ryan Empoli, blocked by Crone, but Empoli's going to go to the line. And Empoli, rather than laying it up, tried to gather himself to slam it home, and Crone hustling down court, but not today. Not at the pace we're playing. Drew the foul, but Ryan Empoli will have to go to the line and earn them. We are all tied up at 23-23. 2:25 left here to go in the first half. First shot rolls out, fouled in the act of shooting, so he'll get one more. So Amaral comes into the game for Crone now. Crone picked up his third foul.
We have an officials timeout.
And we're going to have an officials timeout. Evidently, there's something that they need to get straight. This Wednesday, 2 o'clock, it's very special start time. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. Shot by Empoli is good. Rainier Beach up now 24-21. Into the front court, Connor Conway with the ball on top. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Connor Conway drives, ball is knocked away, stripped away. Beach has it. Ryan Empoli all the way to the hoop, lays it up and in. Ryan Empoli with the bucket. 4 points now for Ryan Empoli. Beach up by 3. Lambo Ingram all the way to the hoop. Nice move. Ends up with the bucket. Caden Label Ingram quickly down the other way. Miles Gursky dishes a pass off to Patrice Empoli. Well, that was Ryan Empoli who makes that bucket. And we got a timeout called by Eastside Catholic. Eastside Catholic now down by 3, 28-25 after a couple turnovers with 1:26 left to go here in the first half. I was talking to you about Star Time. Paul Pearson and his show of the R&B from the 60s, 70s, 80s. I think he moved it into the 90s now. He's got a very special show coming up that will be featuring movie soundtracks from black movies, special Black History Month special, of the 70s. He's got those listed somewhere, but at 2 o'clock you can catch the show right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, and then that's 2 in the afternoon, and then again on Thursday at 10 a.m. A very special Star Time with your host, Paul Pearson. Ball comes into Elston, defended tightly by Ryan Empoli, and finally they're going to call a foul on Empoli. With a little aggressive with the hands. That'll be the 6th foul, so ball out to the side with 1:17 left here to go in the first half. And they do get the ball down to Kofi, defended, gets the shot off quickly, spinner from the left side, Ribideau with the rebound. Empoli with it, over to Gursky. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 58 seconds in the half. Gursky with the ball at the top, screened by Ribideau. Gursky trying to find his way into the paint. And we'll get a foul called against Alex Elston.
Hand checking. That's Nelson's third personal.
Then the refs kind of tightening up now on the hands on defense, and that'll be the 7th foul. That'll be a 1-and-1 for Gursky. So if Gursky makes this shot, he'll get another one. This shot is up. Gursky hits it. That pulls Beach up now by 4. At one point, they were down by 7. Gursky, first team all Metro. Miles Gursky, second shot. That one bounces and goes in. Beach now up by 5 with 50 seconds left here to go in the first half. Lambo Ingram almost loses the ball to Gursky. Looking for Kofi. Kofi with the dish. Shot goes up, no good, and we're going to get an offensive foul. Yeah, that's going to be an offensive foul called. On Tate Dawson. 37 seconds left here to go in the first half. Beach brings the ball up in backcourt. It's Impoli, Patrice Impoli, the freshman. Jamal Duncan with that out on top to Ryan Impoli, the junior. Back to Gursky. Gursky, the senior, first team All-Metro. Shot from Duncan, bounces up high, doesn't go. Ball is grabbed by Impoli and laid back up and in over Kofi to give Beach a 7-point lead now. Shot thrown up by Langolingo doesn't go. And after being down by 7 points, Rainier Beach comes back to pull ahead by 7 in the first half, 32-25. We'll be back with second half action here in the Metro League Championship game. Rainier Beach in front of Eastside Catholic, 32-25. Daniel Bellis.
Thank you there, Tony B. Here at the half on Rainier Avenue Radio at Seattle Pacific University. We are at 9:07 p.m. holding this boys basketball game with Beach leading by 7, 32-25 in a battle of two teams that upset in the semifinals against teams that were ranked higher or won more games. And those happening on the 8th with O'Day losing to this Beach squad by 1 point, and to Eastside Catholic defeating an previously undefeated and number 1 ranked Garfield team 64-56. The defending champs by the not nuts of the Metro League. But there you go. There in the boys. That sets up the Sea King, which starts tomorrow, the districts. And first round is happening tomorrow at higher seeds. So that means the higher seed hosts the games. And there you go. As you can see there on your screen, O'Day will host Nathan Hale. That Nathan Hale team is, they dominated the Sound Division. Some could say that their schedule was a lot easier because of their opponents were so much easier. They've only lost 2 games this season. They're 20-2. But they're about to get their biggest test of the season as they face O'Day there in the first round tomorrow. Lakeside will be at Seattle Prep. Seattle Prep, a little bit off this year as opposed to previous years. A little struggle. They actually are 6-16 on the year. But Lakeside, similarly out of the lower Sound Division there, they have a winning record of 13-10. But remember, that Sound Division is of weaker opponents. So that is one reason why Seattle's 6-16 record is more comparable to Lakeside's 13-10 than you think, because of the level of opponents. Metro schedules all the top teams, the top 8 teams in the Mountain Division. They started at this year, something they do for football, but they moved it to basketball this year. So all of their opponents were high quality, and then you had the lower teams in the Sound who all played each other. So that means you have teams like Nathan Hale, for instance, going 20-2, but playing very cupcake opponents. Again, moving in on that first round, they got Bishop Blanchette going to Liberty of the Kingco, and Mercer Island will be at Metro Team West Seattle. In the second round, teams getting first round byes, including both of these squads. The winner of this game will play the winner of Mercer Island versus West Seattle, and the loser will play the winner of O'Day versus Nathan Hale. Garfield, courtesy of their win last night in the 3rd, 4th place game, gets a first round bye. and they will host Bishop Blanchette versus Liberty. And then Kingpin Bellevue also gets a first-round bye, and they await the winner of Lakeside versus Seattle Prep. Again, first-round games happening tomorrow at higher seeds. So O'Day, Seattle Prep, Liberty, and West Seattle will be the hosts of those games. But on the 14th, it'll be a split between games at Bellevue College and games at Lake Washington High School. On the 14th, which is Tuesday. We want to give a shout out to all the people listening in the comment section. We appreciate you. And we just want to shout out some of these comments here. Mike Bible, let's go EC, roll crew, hashtag. Seattle Leslie, let's go Rainier Beach from Essential District G. Thank you, Rainier Avenue Radio. I appreciate the work you guys put in. Yeah, thank you, Seattle Leslie, man. Appreciate you, man. Feel free to root for your team here in the second half, which is about 5 minutes here. Both Beach fans and also Eastside Catholic Crew fans. Feel free to rep for your team. We will keep your comments going in there, keep the energy flowing. Even if you're a parent representing just your kid, shout out your kid, man. We'll definitely show your kid some love again. Let's see, Ryan Phillips wants to see the girls bracket again. Yes, we can do that for you, Ryan Phillips. Yes, in the girls bracket for the Sea King District 2. Again, there's 6 to state. So out of let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 teams that are eligible right now. Half of them are not going to go to the state tournament. So there will be a little bit of eliminations. These first round games are actually loser out games. So 4 teams will be eliminated tomorrow in those loser out games versus higher seeds. So there for the girls, you got Ballard at Seattle Prep. You got Roosevelt at Eastside Catholic, Bishop Blanchette at Kingco Team Juanita, and Hazen will be at Holy Names in the first round in those loser out games. The courtesy of earlier's Metro League Championship game, Garfield winning that over Lakeside. Garfield gets the top seed in the Sea King District 2 playoffs, if you will, and they will host that winner of Hazen and Holy Names. And Lakeside, by losing, will host the winner of Seattle Prep versus Ballard. West Seattle, the other Metro team to grab a first-round bye. They'll await the winner of Juanita versus Bishop Blanchette, courtesy of their fourth-place win over Seattle Prep last night. And Lake Washington, who is actually the top team in all of girls 3A ball. They've only lost 1 game this season. They will host the winner of Eastside Catholic versus Roosevelt there for the girls. We got a couple more minutes here in the boys, so we're going to take a couple minutes here to look at some of the other districts in District 3, 4. You can see 7 of these teams will go to state. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 teams. Of those 16, 7 will go to state. However, that's 4 different leagues, by the way. So that's 3, 4 there, 7 to state. Biggest team to watch out for is definitely Auburn, the defending state champions. They will host their game against Stadium tomorrow. Another one to watch out for in this little grouping right here is Timberline, who's actually on the bottom of the screen, which I can move that right there. They will host North Thurston tomorrow. Auburn and North Thurston definitely the ones to look out for in the 3-4 for sure. And taking a look at District 1, there you go. They are playing their second round games tomorrow. The first round games were all loser outs, so 4 teams have been eliminated. Of those 8 teams remaining, 5 will be able to go to state. So the ones to look out for in that bracket are Arlington, who is ranked number 8 in 3A play. They're hosting Stanwood tomorrow. And also Montlake Terrace. Watch out for them as well. They host Everett tomorrow. In the last of the 4 districts that'll take the state, District 8, there are 8 teams eligible there. Watch out for Mount Spokane punching a 19-1 record on the season. They will host their first round game against North Central tomorrow. That is a loser out game, by the way. So any of these behemoths in the 3A play could fall out of state by just losing one game. And so they're in District 8. Mount Spokane at a 19-1 record, number 2 in the state, will host North Central in a loser out game in that first round. Also, watch out for in that District 8 for Joel E. Ferris right there. They'll be hosting Hermiston. The Greater Spokane definitely dominating there in the District 8 this year. The Mid-Columbia Conference being led by Kennewick, but not being able to put on the against in their non-league games to be as impressive as the Greater Spokane has been this year. All right, we are just a couple of minutes away from here from the second half of action. So we're going to just seconds away from that. So we're going to take it away, bring it back, bring Tony back into the broadcast, and he will be your play-by-play.
Eastside Catholic will begin the second half with first possession.
All right, ready for second half action here in the Metro League Championship game. Both of these teams will get byes as we go into the Sea King districts, but they'll get the bragging rights of, well, what I call the toughest league in the state, the Metro League. Both of these teams underdogs. O'Day and undefeated Garfield, essentially the favorites as we headed into this tournament. Beach beats O'Day in the semifinals. Eastside Catholic upsets the undefeated Garfield Bulldogs, and here we have it. The Eastside Catholic Crusaders at 14-8 taking on the Rainier Beach Vikings at 13-8. City of Seattle bragging rights to the winner of this game.
And Sarah says that she can watch high school basketball on Rainier Ave.
And we are so glad to bring this to you. As a matter of fact, hey, if you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that on Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. We are your community radio station. We enjoy bringing these games to you for free. So if you'd like to make a donation, Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. Doesn't matter, $5 Warriors. Come on, bring it. $5, $10, $20, $100, $200. But we'll take all the $5 Warriors giving us $5 right now. Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Little break in the action here as we getting ready to start the second half. Beach up by 7. Beach trailed by as many as 7, and then went on a run and outscored the Eastside Catholic Eastside Catholic Crusaders 18-4. Now ahead by 7. Let me make sure my math was right. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World home right now with the Call to Conscious Black History Month Museum. We have converted the entire Columbia City Theater into a Black History Month museum, displaying over 14 different installations and exhibits. We just added the emergency feeding program. I want to find out more about them, their 45-year history of being the only Black food distribution network. They provide food to food banks. So come take a look at that history. The Black Firefighters exhibit, just incredible. The Hartsfield Enslaved Quilt Collection, quilts that date back to 1855 that have been in the Hartsfield Quilts family since slavery. The Seattle Black Panther Party, started by Elmer and Aaron Dixon in 1968, the first chapter formed outside of California. They created the free breakfast program that is now national, a staple. There are free breakfast programs that was started by the Seattle Black Panther Party. Jackson Street Jazz exhibit. Its heyday was between 1937 and 1951. Started in 1912. So this was a going thing through Prohibition in the Roaring 20s. The place to be was in Seattle for jazz. On Jackson Street between 1st Avenue and 14th Avenue. Mr. Bellis, dig this. 34 nightclubs. Between 1st Avenue and 14th Avenue, 35 nightclubs. You walk out of one nightclub, you pretty much walk into another one. Dizzy Gillespie, Louis Armstrong, Ray Charles. Just a few of the folks who cut their teeth in Seattle's jazz hub on Jackson Street. Folks remember clubs like the 908 Club. A lot of folks remember the Black and Tan, Birdland, just a few of the clubs.
There appears to be a disagreement between the Rainier Beach coach and the referees right now.
Yeah, Mike Bazet has been known to have a little conversation.
That's Pat McCarthy right there, Metro League director.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that they will get this all worked out. Jackson Street Jazz. And there's the Rainier Cinema Black Vintage Poster Collection. And if you lived in Seattle in the late 60s and early 70s, there was only one place to go to watch Black movies. At that time, they began to call them blaxploitation movies, like Cleopatra Jones and Read the Hard Way. We've got authentic movie posters from that area and something very special too. Come check it out. So we're going to get started here after the officials timeout. We'll had some things to discuss. Lambeau Ingram with the ball, inbounded by Nate Crone. Back inside to Kofi. He drops the pass inside. Shot is blocked by Empoli, the Defensive Player of the Year in the Metro League. Ryan Empoli, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Lambeau Ingram with the ball on top. 6 seconds on the shot clock, down to Kofi. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ishe Conway pulls up and buries a jumper from the baseline on the left side. And Eastside Catholic back within 5. Conway turns a difficult shot into a nice shot. And we're going to have traveling called on Ribedo, Joaquin Ribedo. with the turnover. Lamble Ingram with the ball for Eastside Catholic, defended by All Metro Mac Miles Gursky. Conway drives to the hoop. Shot is knocked out of bounds by Jamal Duncan. Nothing easy. Ball inbounded to Kofi. Double teamed immediately. It's going to be a foul called on Ryan Empoli. And in that first quarter, this is unofficial, but 15 points by Jacob Kofi. Ball will be inbounded. Faishi Conway inside to Kofi. Shot blocked by Robidoux. And we're going to get another foul called. No, we're going to get a jump ball called. And that was a jump ball. I think that was a much better call. As that looked clean by Robidoux on Kofi. Ball will be given to Rainier Beach with the possession arrow pointing in their direction. Ryan Empoli all the way to the hoop, jams it home. Ryan Empoli looked like he might have been defended by Jacob Kofi, but got a step on him, rose up and jammed home with the right hand. Ball on the floor, Kofi gets it. Eastside Catholic's Lamble Ingram, three-point shot put up by from the left side. Shot is buried by Caden Green. Three-point shot. Eastside Catholic down by 4 after that three-point shot. Brief 7-point lead by Rainier Beach. Jamal Duncan with it. Shot goes up, doesn't go. Rebounded by Beach. And then Ryan Patrice Empoli actually loses the ball. Kofi with it in backcourt. Gets it to Conway. Ishe drives on the right side. Stops, pulls up from outside the free throw line. Buries a jumper. He's a shooter. He can get hot. 34-32 now. Ryan Empoli misses everything from the right side. Quickly the other way, Lamble Ingram to Kofi. Kofi out to the right side to Caden Green. Back as Eastside Catholic works the ball around the perimeter on the left side. Ishe Conway drives up and under. Shot is rebounded by Kofi. Doesn't go. Kofi gets it back. Back on top to a three-pointer that doesn't go from Caden Green. Still with the ball. Crone down low. Crone shot doesn't go. Crone follows it up. Back to the boards and shot doesn't go, but Crone will go to the free throw line. Nate Crone, second shots as Eastside Catholic pounding the boards. Down by 2 here with 5:03 to go in the third quarter. Vikings on top 34-32. 2 shots for Crone can tie this game up. Crone's first shot bounces off the left side of the rim. Almost hit the bottom of the rim. Falls harmlessly to the floor. Crone's next shot. That one misses almost in the same spot, just a little bit higher. But Kofi gets the rebound. Jacob Kofi puts it back up and in unofficially 17 points of the 34 that Eastside Catholic has. Gursky the other way. Open shot for Jamel Duncan, misses everything. Poli gets the rebound, puts the shot up on the air ball, doesn't get it, but is fouled by an Eastside Catholic player. And so the defensive player of the year, Ryan Empoli, will go to the line with a couple shots.
Rainier Beach ball out of bounds.
Ryan Empoli shared that distinction of defensive player of the year with Mason Williams of O'Day. Ball is inbounded to Gursky. Gursky drives, thinks about a shot, spins, back off to Duncan. Duncan pulls up, shot off the front of the rim. Duncan gets his own rebound. That shot doesn't go. Battle for the ball underneath. Kofi jumps up over everybody, grabs it with 2 hands. Ishe Conway quickly in the front court, gets the shot up, lays it over the lip and in. No basket. They're going to say the foul occurred before the shot, and so that'll be side out now for Eastside Catholic. Or actually, the ball will be inbounded on the baseline under their own hoop. It's Ray Ballard comes into the game now for the Rainier Beach Vikings. Three ball doesn't go, rebounded by Ryan Mpole. Quickly in the front court. Actually, that's Patrice Mpole. That is Ryan Mpole. Ryan Mpole on the left side thinks about a three, doesn't take it, drives in instead, challenges Kofi, goes up and under for the layup off the glass. Beach back up by 2, 36-34. Ishe Kunakomwe with a quick three, doesn't go. Miles Gursky into front court, pulls up with 9 feet with a runner that goes about 8.5 feet, misses everything. Quickly the other way. Caden Green with it, back to Crone. Kofi looks at a three, thinks about a three, takes a three. That bounces off the front of the rim. Ball rebounded by Ryan Mpole.
Timeout, Rainier Beach.
And Mike Bathy's going to say, okay, I've seen enough. Let's settle down here. And the Beach Vikings up by 2 with 3:44 here to go in the third quarter. And this, the Metro Championship, it's me, Tony B. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Daniel Bellis now.
Yeah, thank you there, Tony B. We mentioned some of the boys there in the districts in the halftime, but we didn't take a look at the girls really quick. So looking at some of the other districts for the girls and taking a look at District 1 there. As you can see, they're in their second round. Those actually games were happening tonight. We just don't have any scores from them right now at the moment, but those are not loser-out games. So of those 8 teams, they're still eligible. 5 will end up going to state out of District 1. In District 3, 4 of those 16, 7 will go to state. They played their first round tonight. I believe North Thurston won their game, and Lincoln won their game. We have no scores on the other ones, but back to play.
All right, back to live action here at Seattle Pacific University. Rainier Beach Vikings on top in this, the Metro League Championship game versus the Eastside Catholic Crusaders. The score 36-34. 3-point shot up from Mpole, doesn't go. We'll have an over-the-back foul called on Beach. It'll be on Victor Raymond. And again, a little backcourt pressure applied. Ball to keep Ishe Kunakomwe. Drops it down low to Kofi. Kofi double teamed and a foul called. And again, I mentioned to you that Kunakomwe went bananas in the first quarter with 14 points, 17 in the first half. Ball is knocked away as Kofi has it. And Beach now doubling Kofi immediately when he gets the ball. Kofi inside, ball is taken away. Back to Beach, dishes off to Kofi. Kofi lays it up over the rim, and Kofi gets the bucket. And we're going to have another timeout here. This might be an injury timeout as Gursky was doubled over, grabs his throat as if he was hit in the throat, and Beach will get the ball to inbound. Ball comes in to Gursky, who says, I'm okay. I'm tough. I'm first team all Metro. Gursky with the ball. Caden Powers back to Mpole, back to Gursky. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Shot put up, bounces off the front of the rim, rebounded by Kofi. That shot was by Caden Powers. It did not go. Ishe Kunakomwe drops it down low to Kofi, double teamed immediately. Back to Kunakomwe, pulls up from the right side, and Ishe Kunakomwe buries the jumper to pull Eastside Catholic back in front by 2, 38-36. Ryan Mpole drives the hoop. Ball is knocked away and loose. Ishe Kunakomwe one-on-one. Shot goes up and over Caden Powers for 2. And with the inbounds pass, Ryan Mpole, or Patrice Mpole, was out of bounds when he caught the pass. And Eastside Catholic in front now, 40-36. After being down 7 to start the half, back and forth we go. Lambo Ingram kicks it out to Kofi for an open free throw line jumper that bounces in and out. Ball is rebounded by Nyree Ballard. And again, the ball on the floor. Rainier Beach maintains it this time. Gursky has it. Gursky gives it to Powers, thinks about a three, ends up going inside and drops in a little running floater from 9 feet. Bucket by Caden Powers, 40-38 now with 1:31 left here to go. And quickly down the other way, Crone shot doesn't go up off the glass. We'll have a foul called, and that's going to be a push on Beach. Crone took the ball in there, 1-on-3, missed the shot, and ended up having a loose ball foul called on the rebound. Ball will be turned back over. And that's the 16th foul now on Rainier Beach, so they'll get 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Only one team foul on Eastside Catholic. Alex Elston with the ball on top. Elston thinks about a three instead, drives to the hoop, pulls up from 5. It's actually a pass to Kofi, who can't tip it in, but Alex Elston on the other side gets the missed shot and puts it back up and in for a 42-38 lead now. And down the other way, Ishe Kunakongwe grappling with Caden Powers on the baseline, and they're going to call that one a foul. Ball will be inbounded on the baseline by Beach on top to Gursky. Patrice Mpole with it, back to Gursky on top. Gursky drives, Gursky off the glass, shot hard off the glass, doesn't go. Elston with it in the front court now for Eastside Catholic. Finds Crone down low, avoids the player, shot is blocked by Victor Raymond. Ishe Kunakomi for 3, that shot doesn't go. Rebound by Crone over a couple of Beach players, back to Kofi on top. Elston drives to the hoop, Elston's shot is blocked. Beach with the ball, 25 seconds to go, back and forth action, quickly in the front court, pass to Ryan Mpole, shot goes up and get a little contact, no foul. Beach down by 2 with 14 seconds left. Eastside Catholic quickly in the front court. Lambo Ingram, 10 seconds on the shot clock, behind his back, drives to the hoop, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ishe Kunakomi for 3, shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Victor Ingram, taken away by Lambo Ingram and laid up and in with no time on the clock. And Eastside Catholic heading into the fourth quarter takes a 4-point lead after being down by 7 at the half. Eastside Catholic Crusaders 44. Rainier Beach Vikings with only 8 points in that quarter, 40. Daniel Bellis, what do we got?
We can take another look here at more of the girls' district brackets as they are currently in action. Yeah, we just mentioned the 3-4 there. 7 of those 16 teams will end up going to state. They played their first round games tonight. We're just awaiting on some scores to find out who's going where. Winners will obviously compete for the championship, but losers will still have the opportunity to make state, including 3 of the winners actually, and 3 of the losers bracket right there. Also in the 8 right there, 2 of those teams will go to state. That's from the Greater Spokane and the Mid-Columbia right there. Watch out for Meade, who was a beast last year, most of the season undefeated. They're a little bit not as strong as they used to be, but for the girls right there, they're playing their first round games tomorrow in the District 8.
Rainier Beach Vikings, are you here?
And here we go, 8 minutes of action left. It's been back and forth after the first quarter. Eastside Catholic led by 7 at the end of the first half. Rainier Beach led by 7. Here at the end of the third quarter, Eastside Catholic on top by 4, 44-40. 8 minutes of basketball to determine the city championship, the Metro League championship. Ball being inbounded by Crone of Eastside Catholic, gets it into Kofi. Kofi near the half-court line, hands it off to Kunakomwe, stripped of the ball by the defensive player of the year, Ryan Mpole, and lays it up and in. The Metro League Defensive Player of the Year, Ryan Empoli, strips Ishi Konakomwe of the basketball, takes it right out of his pocket, lays it up and in. And another turnover, quickly into the front court, attempted to get to Ryan Empoli. Caden Powers' that errant pass. And so Eastside Catholic will get that one back. 44-42, Beach down by 2. 7:25 to go in the game. Ishe Konakomwe will push from Ryan Empoli.
Fouls on Ryan Empoli. His fourth personal.
And that's going to be 4 on Ryan Empoli, and that's a big deal.
Kanakawa at the line, shooting
The
1-1.
Defensive Player of the Year with 4 fouls. First shot by Konakomwe is good. That's going to give the Crusaders a 3-point lead. Again, the 1-and-1 in play. Beach with 17 fouls. Next shot by Konakomwe. That one's good as well. Eastside Catholic back up by 4. Jamal Duncan into the game. Patrice Empoli in the game. Duncan with the ball on top to Gursky. Will weave. Patrice Empoli drives, tries to put up a shot that doesn't go, and foul will be called, and that should be in the act of shooting. If so,
Fouls on
Patrice Empoli will go to the line. Yes, they do call that in the act of shooting, and the freshman with an opportunity here for Rainier Beach to cut that lead to 2. Spins it. Bounces off the front of the rim, hits the backboard, and dribbles in to pull Beach within 3. The freshman's next shot spins it. Fires with the right hand. Bounces off the front of the rim, and the shooter's touch that one too. Drops in. Beach now within 2. Full court pressure applied, man to man. Jake Covey brings the ball up himself, defended by Vincent Raymond. Hands it off to Lanebel Ingram. Lanebel Ingram into front court. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Ball down low to Konakomwe, defended by Ingram. Kofi gets the ball down low and immediately goes to the hoop. Uses his size on Victor Raymond to get underneath. Raymond called for the foul, and Kofi will go to the line for 2. Kofi's first shot bounces off. So Eastside Catholic still in front by 2 with a chance to make that 3 if Jacob Kofi can get unofficially his 18th point. And that one bounces off. Gursky ends up with the ball, and Kofi chasing him down court gets called for the foul. So that will now be the 4th team foul on Eastside Catholic, and the 4th foul on Jacob Kofi. Patrice Empoli with the ball, drives to the hoop. Kofi doesn't even touch him. But Patrice can't convert on the shot, though. Quickly in the front court. Kofi with the ball on offense. 4 fouls. Kofi goes down low, turns, spins to the hoop. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Vincent Raymond. Actually, that was the 1st foul on Jacob Kofi, not the 4th.
Ball out of bounds. Timeout. Eastside Catholic.
And Eastside Catholic's going to call a timeout now with 6:12 left here to go in the game, up by 2. Mr. Bellis.
So let's go back to the boys. In that Metro League championship, feeding into the Sea King districts. The winner of this contest is going to face the winner of West Seattle versus Mercer Island. And then the loser of this contest will face O'Day versus Nathan Hale. Now, those games on the 14th are not loser out. So even if you lose that contest, you still get a second chance to get to state. Of the 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 teams, half of those will not end up going to state. So 4 of them will be eliminated tomorrow.
All right, back to live action here. Ball inbounded to Beach. Patrice and Poli in the front court. This is the pass off to Victor Raymond. Ball is grabbed. Raymond gets it back. Jamel Duncan steps back, and they're going to call him for traveling on the step-back jumper. And so Eastside Catholic will get the ball back. Again, Beach looking at full court pressure in the back court. Ball comes into Conacomway, defended by Jamal Duncan. Conacomway in the front court quickly. Passes lost to Patrice and Pole down the other way. And foul will be called. That'll be the 5th team foul now on Eastside Catholic. Beach with the ball, 5:54 left to go in the game. Down by 2, 46-44 to Eastside Catholic in this, the Metro League Championship. Gursky with the ball, defended by Elston, screened by Raymond. Gursky drives on the right side. Back out to Jamal Duncan. Jamal Duncan wills and deals back to Gursky. 15 seconds on the shot clock, and we're going to have a reach foul called. I think that's going to be on Alex Elston, and that will be the 6th foul now. So quickly, Eastside Catholic draws a couple fouls, and so from here on out, both teams will be at the free throw line with any fouls. This could be critical as we enter the final 5:38 of the game. And that's the 5th foul on Alex Elston. So Alex Elston is done for the game, disqualified, DQ'd with 5 fouls. Ishe Conacomway back into the game for Elston. Beach inbounding the ball, comes into Gursky. All Metro Gursky, first team, pulls into the lane, dips the pass off to Pole. Shot is blocked by Kofi. Kofi rebounds the block, brings it into front court, off the cone, gets it back. We've got an open three-pointer there, and that's buried by Caden Green. 5-point lead now for Eastside Catholic, 49-44. Caden Green calmly buried the three-pointer. Eastside Catholic by 5. 5 minutes left in the game. Driving to the hoop, shot way off the glass, doesn't go, rebounded inside. That shot doesn't go. Both of those attempts by Caden Powers. And Eastside Catholic with the ball now in the front court. Ishe Conacomway with the ball. Almost steps across the half-court line. They're going to call that over and back. I don't think so. Ref had a bad angle on that, but I don't have a striped shirt on. It was close.
Back into the game for Rainier Beach.
So Beach with the ball now at half court. Patrice Poli inbounds the ball. Jamal Duncan with it. Now almost loses it. Gets it to Gurley. Foul called on the reach. Caden Lamble Ingram. And that's going to send Jamal Duncan to the line. 3rd foul on Lamble Ingram. Ribideau into the game now for Beach. This will be 1-1 for Jamal Duncan. If he makes the first one, he'll get the second one. First one is up. Bounces high off the rim. Kofi with the rebound. Gets the ball off the Lamble Ingram. Lamble Ingram in the front court. Probes the lane, pulls it back out, hands off to Kofi. Kofi back to Lamble Ingram to set the offense. Kofi posts up down low. Kofi with the ball down low on Ribideau. Turns and jams on the right side. This is too easy. Three-point shot put up, misses everything. Shot by Jamal Duncan. Eastside Catholic now a 7-point lead, 4:02 left to go in the game. And the ball. Coach Bethea says, come here and sit on the bench. Let me give you a moment to think about your shot selection. Lamble Ingram in the backcourt defended by Gursky. Kind of Conway with it, drops it low to Kofi. Kofi with a nice pass to Crone. Crone to the hoop, but was fouled, and Crone will go to the line. They call that on the way to the hoop. Crone will get a couple of shots, that being the 9th team foul on the Rainier Beach Vikings. So from here on out, Beach will get, or excuse me, Eastside Catholic will get 2 shots no matter what if they are fouled. Crone's first shot is good. And suddenly Eastside Catholic with an 8-point lead, 6 unanswered points to stretch that lead from 2. Next shot goes 9-point lead now for Eastside Catholic. So Beach had pulled within 2. Eastside Catholic then in the midst of a 7-0 run, a 9-point lead, 53-44. Eastside Catholic in front this game for the Metro League Championship. We're going to stay with you through the Sea King District playoffs. We'll be with you all the way through the road to the Tacoma Dome. Then we'll be at the Tacoma Dome. Then we'll be bringing you games from the Tacoma Dome, boys and girls. And, of course, we'll be bringing you the championship. And at this point, it looks like the Metro League is going to represent well. Your top 2 seeds, O'Day and Garfield, not even in the championship game. You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. It's me, Tony B, and Mr. Bellis. You look like you want to get on the air. What's going on?
Just wanted to say I thought that was an interesting call by Eastside Catholic. You jump out to an 8-point lead and you take a timeout. You would think Rainier Beach would be taking that timeout.
And actually a 9-point lead.
You might be hurting your own momentum right there.
And Gursky lets the ball roll up the court with 3:45 here to go in the game. Ryan Empoli with the ball. 4 fouls into the game. Gursky in traffic. Shot is blocked by Kofi. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Shot put up doesn't go. Down low, ball is rebounded by Eastside Catholic and Caden Green. Crone with the ball now. Back to Lamble Ingram, and Eastside Catholic taking a little time and working offense. Corner Conway drops it down low to Kofi. Kofi defended by Raymond. Kofi spins on the right side. Kicks a pass out to the corner. Shot bounces high off the rim. Doesn't go. Grabbed by Victor Raymond. Raymond's pass is knocked away by Lamble Ingram out of bounds, but Beach will retain possession. Beach down by 9 with 2:57 left here to go in the game, and Eastside Catholic put the brakes on Rainier Beach defensively. 3-point shot by Gursky, bounces off the rim, doesn't go. Victor Raymond high in the air for the rebound, doesn't go. Crone with the rebound, and Ryan Empoli, if that's on Ryan Empoli, that's going to be number 5, and that's going to be a big loss, and Empoli knew it when he did it. Put his head down, and Rainier Beach is going to have to do this without their defensive player of the year, Ryan Empoli. 2:46 to go, down 9. Eastside Catholic 53-44. Crone at the line with 2 shots. A chance to take this lead into double figures. First shot bounces off the front of the rim and doesn't go. Still a 9-point lead for Eastside Catholic. Ryan Empoli fouls out. Next shot by Crone. That one is good. 10-point lead for Eastside Catholic. Patrice Empoli in the front court. Drives on the right side all the way to the hoop. Shot goes up, doesn't go. Went under the basket and came out from the right side to the left side off the glass, but the shot was too hard. We got another foul called down low. And again, everything now that is a foul on Rainier Beach results in 2 shots. And that foul called on Nyray Ballard. And that's going to send Lamble Ingram to the line. Caden Lamble Ingram. There is also Dash Lamble Ingram for Eastside Catholic. Lamble Ingram's first shot does go. 11-point lead now for Eastside Catholic. 2 minutes and 30 seconds away. 2 minutes and 37 seconds away from a Metro League championship. And they did this by defeating the undefeated Garfield Bulldogs. Next shot goes. 12-point lead now for Eastside Catholic. Gursky almost loses the ball to the 3-point line. Treason Poley with it. Pulls up from the left elbow. Off-balance shot doesn't go. Coffey with the rebound. Up to Lamble Ingram. And Lamble Ingram pulls the ball out to Nate Crone. Crone drives to the hoop. Almost loses the ball, gets the ball to Caden Green. Caden Green, did I say calmly buries a 3? Deja vu over again for Caden Green. Left-hand shot by Gursky. Doesn't go. Caden Green buries another 3 to give Eastside Catholic a 59-44 lead with 2:02 here to go in the Metro League championship game. Miles Gursky, all Metro League first team. Miles Gursky buries the first shot. 59-45. Stranger things have happened. Don't go nowhere. Next shot by Gursky. That one's good, pulling Rainier Beach back within 13. And Rainier Beach is going to call a timeout to talk about this. See what they can do. There are no 13-point shots. Mr. Bellis, what's going on?
That's right. There are no 13-point shots. And you only got 2 minutes to do it in. But taking a look at some of these other brackets real quick again for your pleasure. The 1A, the District 1 right there, as you can see, the 2 teams to watch out for coming out of District 1 are more than likely going to be Arlington and Mount Lake Terrace. They'll play their second round games tomorrow. Those are not loser-out games. So of those 8 teams, they're still eligible. However, 3 will end up eventually getting eliminated before state. In the District 3-4, 7 of those 16 teams will move on. They play their first round games tomorrow. That's not a loser out game. So win or lose, you're still eligible for state. 7 will move on out of that 16, out of that very crowded 3-4 district. And of the 8, those 8 teams right there, first round games are tomorrow. Those are loser out games. So no matter if you have dominated your league or whatever, you could end up losing everything tomorrow. Watch out for Mount Spokane and Ferris out of there.
Back to live court action. Lamble Ingram in the front court. Conacombwe has it. Conacombwe looks at the hoop, says, no, I'm going to spend some time out here. Eastside Catholic working the ball out on top. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 1:48 left in the game. Kofi drives to the hoop. Ball almost out of bounds. Save. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Crone has it now with 7 seconds. They get it to Kofi down low. Kofi drops the pass to Crone. 3 seconds on the shot clock. The ball is stolen by Beach. Patrice and Pole drives. Are they going to, the basket goes in. Are they going to call that good in a bucket? Or are they going to call that on the ground? And Pole either way will go to the line. And yes, they're going to call that on the way to the hoop. So they'll give Patrice and Pole the bucket to pull Beach back within 11. And an opportunity for Mpule to make a 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Mpule at the line, shooting 1.
Mpule now with a chance to pull Beach back within 10. And that shot on net. Beach within 10, 1:30 to go. Pressure in the back court. Kofi with the ball. Quickly in the front court to Conacombwe. Conacombwe gets the ball to Caden Green in the corner. Back out to Crone on top. And a foul called on Rubidoux is going to send Crone to the line. With 1:20 left, Eastside Catholic in front, 59 to 49, 2 shots. Penalty situation
Shooting 2.
for Nate Crone. First shot. All good. 11-point lead now for Beach. Jamel Duncan into the game for Joaquin Riberdeau. Second shot by Nate Crone. And that one is good as well to give a 12-point lead back to Eastside Catholic. Gursky over the half-court line, looking for a three. Doesn't get it. Finally takes a three. Buries the three shot. Miles Gursky pulls Beach back within 9 points. And Eastside Catholic a little careless with the basketball. Caden Green throws it out of bounds. 1:01 left to go. Beach down by 9. Gursky in the front court. Will he look for the three? Picked up by Kofi. Double team. And Gursky to the hoop, up with the left hand, and the first team Metro Leaguer lays it up and in with the left hand to pull Beach back within 7, 61 to 54, 49.1 seconds left in this Metro League championship game. Mr. Bellis.
All right, so obviously there's 49 seconds left here. If everything holds, and this is all tentative because as you can see, it's not permanent right there, but Eastside Catholic, if they hold on, will host West Seattle versus Mercer Island there in the second round. But Beach looking at a possible rematch with O'Day in that second round game on Tuesday, assuming that O'Day will eliminate Nathan Hale and drop them out of contention for a championship.
So, although each of these teams gets a bye, a much tougher road to go if you're the loser, because you got to face O'Day, who a lot of people expected to be in this game.
Exactly. That's a really tough moment. You get a second chance in the district if you were one of these two teams, of course. But yeah, it definitely puts a bad taste in your mouth to start your districts with a possible loss.
Right, here we go. Ball inbounded. 45 seconds, 44 seconds. Conway with the ball. Knocked away, taken away by Patrice Mpole. Triple teamed, almost falls down. Nate Crone gets it back. Kofi with it in backcourt. Ball knocked away from Kofi by Patrice Mpole, and that's going to be a foul on Mpole. Mpole with the foul.
Jacob Kofi at the line, shooting 2.
Jacob Kofi with a couple of shots. Beach had pulled within 7, 33 seconds left. First shot by Jacob Kofi, buries this one. And again, this is unofficial, but that's 18 by Kofi after a big first quarter. Kofi's next shot, that one bounces. Victor Raymond grabs it as soon as it comes off the rim. Gursky drives all the way to the hoop. Shot off the glass goes. Beach back within 6. 20 seconds left in the game. Crone in the front court. 14 seconds left in the game, and finally a foul called. With 13 seconds left in the game. And we'll have a timeout. Beach down by 6. 13 seconds left in this Metro League championship. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world. It's me, Tony B. If you've enjoyed this game, give us a donation. You can do it right now at Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. That's Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. $5. You know, we give these games to you for free. Enjoy doing that too. But it'll make a big difference if you give us a donation. And you'll see where the donation goes. You already do see. Over 80 programs produced or hosted by members of our community that we do not charge. And we're going to be with you too. We'll be with you for the Sea King districts. We're going to be with you for the road to the Dome, and then we'll be at the Dome. Give us a donation at Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio.
Sounds like Sarah did. Thank you, Sarah.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. We appreciate it. Get a shout out, too.
D Limp says, "What up, Tony B? Appreciate you, brother."
All right. D Lamp. Appreciate you, too. Or is it DeLimp?
I don't know.
And the ball is knocked out of bounds with 9 seconds left by Caden Powers. Eastside Catholic Crusaders will keep the ball, though. Tate Dawson to inbound the ball. Trying to get the ball inbounded. Better get it into somebody. Time is running out. Pass is taken away by Victor Raymond, but bounced the ball on the baseline. 7 seconds left in the game. Time running out here for Rainier Beach. Down by 6. Kofi looks to inbounds the ball. Gets it in. Foul called. No foul called. Tate Dawson, 2 seconds, 1 second left in the game. Beach doesn't get the foul. Triple zeros. And the final score, and your Metro League champions, the Eastside Catholic Crusaders, come back from their previous game against Rainier Beach, which was a loss. Take the hard road, defeat undefeated Garfield, come back and avenge the loss against Rainier Beach. The Metro League champion, Eastside Catholic Crusaders. Wow. A game that went back and forth. So your number 1 seed to the state for the Sea King District will be Eastside Catholic. And Jacob Kofi set the tone early in this game as he was aggressive early, went to the hoop early, didn't waste a lot of time shaking, baking, or dream shaking. Just went right to the hole, scored 14 points in the first quarter. And finished with unofficially 19 for the game as Eastside Catholic holds the trophy up as the champions of the city. The Eastside Catholic Crusaders. First teamer, Jacob Kofi. Wow. Metro League basketball, I can tell you this. The Metro League is going to be well represented on the road to the Dome. And Eastside Catholic, they took the hard route here. Defeating the undefeated Garfield Bulldogs. And so you see the Eastside Catholic celebration going on. We're going to wrap this up for you. We need final scores, details, or things you want to share in the life of your cat, Mr. Bellis, before we get out of here.
My cat doesn't need more time, but Young Fruit Snack showing some love. He says, Tony B, shout me out. I'm a big fan.
Young Fruit Snack. Young Fruit Snack. All right. Just shout out Young Fruit Snack.
Apparently he gave us some money too. So Young Fruit Snack.
A bigger shout out to Young Fruit Snack. Young Fruit Snack. All right. Young Fruit Snack. You get a shout out anyway.
He's a real keyboard warrior, man.
Changing the game. Young Fruit Snack. Hey, if you want to shout out, give us a shout out. We got a minute or two left here. Rainier Avenue Radio. Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. Give us a donation, and we'd appreciate it. Wow. Anything you want to say, Mr. Bellis?
No, sir. I think it's time to pack it up and get some rest.
All right. We'll be back with you. I want to remind everybody this Friday and Saturday, the Call to Conscience Museum, Black History Month Museum, will be open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We do accept walk-ups. This is a phenomenal display of installations and exhibits at the formerly the Columbia City Theater, now the Black History Month Theater, for just this month. On the 28th, after the 28th, we'll be packing all this up. This is your only opportunity, your final couple weeks, to see this amazing collection of Black history from our community. 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. You go to calltoconscience.world. That's calltoconscience.world. You can register in advance, and you can find out more information. You can purchase tickets there as well. Calltoconscience.world. Hope to see you this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. If not, we'll be back open. How about this, Daniel Bellis? Date night at the museum on Tuesday night. What do you think? Yeah.
I think I can go over well.
All right. Big shout out to Karis Mason, who I see here. So, again, join us at the Call to Conscious Museum. We'll see you there tomorrow. That is it. That's all the time that I have. On behalf of CEO Evans on the camera and Mr. Daniel Bellis production and your sports updates, it's me, Tony B. Young Fruit Snack keeps making an appearance. Okay. I got you. That's it. That's all the time I have. Remember, whether you believe you can or you believe you can't, Young Fruit Snack, you are probably right. I'm out. Peace.